What's cracking, man? What's cracking, man? Raider Nation, Raider Nation, Raider motherfucking Nation, man. Hey, man, we got that W Sunday, man. We got that W Sunday. I didn't get a chance to do my whole reaction, man, but hey, but here we are, man. We're gonna get into it real quick. Start right now, man. Hey, this is brought to you by motherfucking Drippy Whips INC, Drippy Whips Incorporated. Check it out, man. Y'all need a car? Hit them up. That happened to be me. It's brought to you by Drippy Whips Incorporated. Anyway, check it out. The Raiders get the win. We get the win, y'all. We get the win against the Patriots at home. Max Crosby closes it out. Interesting game. Offense looked like fucking, how the offense been looking. Jacoby Myers still looking good. Hunter Renfrow still nowhere to be seen. But let's talk about how the Raiders get the win. So the Raiders come into the game. Jimmy Garoppolo's back again. So we got Jimmy Garoppolo out there. He's out there looking like Jimmy Garoppolo, a bunch of short fucking passes, doing what he's doing, putting receivers in danger, and he gets fucking Devontae Adams' fucking brain knocked off his fucking shoulders. And thank goodness he was all right, but that turned into an interception. But basically, fucking Jimmy Garoppolo ends the day with a touchdown and an interception. He goes down again. This is the second time Jimmy Garoppolo goes down this season. And it just makes you wonder, like, Jimmy Garoppolo. Who the fuck is Jimmy Garoppolo's agent? I need to know. Whoever Jimmy Garoppolo's agent is, man, hey, somebody give me his number, man. I need a deal. Somebody give me Jimmy Garoppolo's agent number. I need to holler at him, man, because I need a fucking deal, straight up. If he can get Jimmy fucking $20 million guaranteed, I need a deal, man. I need a fucking deal, man. Fresh off that injury, somebody tap me in with Jimmy Garoppolo's fucking agent, man. We need to work that out, man. But anyway, Jimmy goes down again, y'all. And who comes in to save the day? The unlikely hero, Brian Hoyer. Yes, Raider Nation, Brian Hoyer. I know, I was just as surprised as y'all. Brian Hoyer comes in. He's playing like he's not a statue. Offensive line all of a sudden looks better. The running game all of a sudden looks better. And you know what Brian Hoyer is doing? Do you know what Brian Hoyer is doing, Raider Nation? He's actually using the whole field. Wow. How about that? He's using the whole fucking field. Brian Hoyer, the trash ass Brian Hoyer that we fucking did not want as a backup on this team. He's supposed to be just a fucking mentor to fucking Aiden O'Connell. This motherfucker comes in, saves the game, and he's throwing all over the field. Instantly, we get a deep bomb to Trey Tucker. This is what he's there for. He's not there for fucking jet sweeps and take this 2-yard catch and try to. No, man. Come on, man. We're trying to use him like they were using Henry Ruggs. You want to use the speed, and the NFL speed kills. So what the fuck? NFL speed kills. So I don't understand what the fuck they was doing with all this short bullshit. You got to stretch the field, man. Stretch the field. And he came in there making an immediate impact, making the deep passes to Devontae and to the rookie. Y'all know his fucking name. To Tucker. Right? And it's like, wow. Is Brian Hoyer this good, or is Jimmy Garoppolo this bad? That's the question, Raider Nation. Is Jimmy Garoppolo that trash, or is Brian Hoyer actually pretty good? When we look at the history tells us that Brian Hoyer is no one. He's not even a number 2. He's a 3. He's a number 3. So if he comes in looking better than Jimmy Garoppolo, just like Aiden O'Connell did, he came in looking better than Jimmy Garoppolo, right? We got to be real. We got to be 100, man. O'Connell came in using the entire field just like fucking Brian Hoyer did. These are things that quarterbacks, these two quarterbacks aren't even starters in the NFL. And they look better in this offense opposed to a player who all he does is win. He's a winner. Y'all remember that? Remember all that bullshit? He's a winner, right? Then how come a rookie with no experience looks better in this offense? How come a washed-up ass Brian Hoyer looks better in this offense? All I know is we got the fucking win. We'll take it. And you know what? All I got to say, Raider Nation, is I saw this defense getting better even though we didn't get impact players. I just know last season this defense wasn't good a lot of times because of injury. We had a lot of injuries last season, y'all. Raider Nation, a lot of y'all forgot about that. Injuries killed us on the defense last season, along with horrible fucking last second decision making by Patrick Graham last year. I'm not gonna fucking absolve him from that because that's real. That's what happened last season. So I'm seeing this defense take a step, actually get off the field on third down, actually fucking creating long third downs, right? But the problem is now we have an offense that was 12th last season, and now that offense is 28th right now, 28th, 29th, with the top three highest paid offenses. Let's make this make sense. So our offense is top 2 or 3 as far as being paid, but we're getting the 28th ranked offense production. What the fuck? What does that tell y'all? What the fuck does that tell y'all? Something ain't right. Something ain't right. And that's what brings me to this whole fucking point. Like, what was the point of Jimmy Garoppolo? What was the point? What was the point? What was the point of bringing in Jimmy Garoppolo? My whole thing was, okay, if you're gonna move on from Derek Carr, all right, fine, whatever. If you're gonna get Aaron Rodgers, I'm good with that, because we already. I'm good with that. But to move on, in the very first guy you go get, the very first free agent you go get, it wasn't Hargrave, the D tackle. We could have used him. We could have used Hargrave. Went to the Niners. We could have used him. It wasn't him. It was Jimmy Garoppolo, right? Who failed the physical, who was still hurt, and you still signed him anyway. So my thing is, what's the point? What was the point of bringing him in when if we could have just went with Aiden O'Connell? We could have just fucking traded for Jameis Winston, paid him like $9 million instead of giving the money that we gave Jimmy. So I didn't understand what the whole point was. We all knew he was going to get hurt. They had odds on it, Las Vegas odds. The odds of Jimmy getting hurt and how many games he would last. I'm pretty sure he fucking he didn't even make the odds. I'm pretty sure the odds is probably 7-8 games. He didn't even make that. So what was the point, you know? And that makes you question. Even though the Raiders are off a win, even though the Raiders are 3-3, the Raiders are 3-3. Is Josh McDaniels on thin ice? Is Josh McDaniels on thin ice? He's on thin ice with Raider Nation. I know that much. When it comes to Raider Nation, Josh McDaniels is on thin fucking ice. That's for sure. But the problem is, when it comes to management, he on fucking chunky ice, man. He on ice glaciers. You know what I'm saying? He got a long rope because he come from a franchise that won, even though he wasn't the reason they won. So he has a long rope. So is he on thin ice? I mean, he should be, right? I mean, this is the quarterback you wanted. You brought this guy in. You wanted him really bad, right? You brought him in here. Hunter Renfrow, he just made the Pro Bowl. You want him out of here, so I guess he's gonna be out of here, right? I mean, the Raiders are 3-3. We beat the Denver Broncos, who are fucking horrible. We beat them by 1 point, I believe. We just beat the New England Patriots by 1 possession. They just got beat by 30 by 2 teams back to back. And we beat the Jordan Love Green Bay Packers with no Aaron Jones and Jordan Love making his first starts in the NFL. It's not really something to write home to mom about. I mean, we don't know who we are. I mean, the only thing I know is what we are right now is we're scoring less than 16 points a game right now. That's what we do know. We have the good team we did play was the Buffalo Bills. They beat the shit out of us, 38-10, I think it was. The one good team we did play beat the dog shit out of us. So we got the Chicago Bears coming up next. So the Raiders have a real chance to try to string something together. But the question is, the problem is, or is it a problem? Jimmy's hurt. Jimmy's out. So we're going to come to Chicago with a backup quarterback. But hey, is that a bad thing? Is that a bad thing that Jimmy's not playing? I don't think so. It's a waste of time anyway. It's a wasted project. I mean, only reason I don't want Aiden O'Connell to play right now because that says, okay, the season's over. Because once you go to the rookie, you're going to live with all the rookie mistakes from here to the end of the season. And we need to go on a winning streak. So we're going to have to concede something by starting the rookie. At least Hoyer, the veteran, at least he knows what to do, knows where to go with the ball. He understands certain looks that a defense is showing. Aiden O'Connell, he's never seen these looks. They're going to be confusing. It's going to equal sacks, going to equal sack fumbles and interceptions. That's just what it is. So people do want to know, is McDaniels on thin ice? Is he on thin ice? Last season, Patrick Graham was on thin ice because the offense was scoring almost 30 points a game. The offense was 12, and this is an offensive coach. So technically, he was doing his job last season because the offense was 12. So you can look at Patrick Graham and say, this defense is 26. What the fuck is happening right now? Right? You can do that. But now this season, it's the reverse, right? It's like this offense went to 28th. I got to look and see where the defense is right now. I know it's better than 26. The defense is probably around 20th or 19th. It's better than it's been in years at this point of the season. At this exact point of the season, the defense is better than it's been in a long time. But yet the offense, because you wanted to go get Jimmy Garoppolo. So what does that put Patrick Graham? I think it's actually funny. I think it takes me to fucking Chandler Jones when Chandler Jones said, fuck that, I'll play for this Ivy League cat. Right? And if you think about it, if Josh McDaniels if the Raiders are losing games, because right now we're winning games because of defense, not because of fucking Josh McDaniels, not because of explosive offense. We're winning games right now because of defense, which is the craziest thing I've said. I haven't said that in years. I haven't said that since I was a kid. The fuck? Because of defense. So if the Raiders can't, let's say they cannot keep this up, right? Let's say they can't keep winning games on defense because we got to score points, right? Against the good teams, we're going to have to score. So say we can't keep it up and we're losing games because we can't score, but the defense is still not giving up very many points. Where does that put Patrick Graham? Does that put him in a position where he can possibly be the interim head coach if McDaniels completely falls on his face? I think so. I think because Patrick Graham is changing the way that Raider Nation feels about him because he's playing smarter defensive strategies, right? He's not doing silly ass shit on 3rd down and 13 like he was last season. And so far, when the game has been on the line, these last couple games, he's been actually fucking making the proper calls to get the fucking defense off the field to win the game. Last season, they gave up touchdowns. That game against the New England Patriots, last season, that would have been a touchdown to lose the game. That's what happened to the Pittsburgh Steelers. It'd have been a touchdown to lose the game. That's how we did it last season. So for Raiders to be doing that on defense this season is big. It's big. It's definitely a step in the right direction. But it has nothing to do with Josh McDaniels, right? It has nothing to do with Josh McDaniels. He has to get this offense going. You're the offensive guru. You want to be Kyle Shanahan. You got to get this offense going. We can't keep winning games fucking. Josh McDaniels, he's definitely on the fucking hot seat. He's definitely on fucking thin ice. And I think it's really interesting because Patrick Graham, he has a real opportunity to take over this Raider team. He can take over this team if something does happen to Josh McDaniels. So we're going to see what happens, Raider Nation. It's interesting, man. I can't wait to see how this whole shit plays out. I know that Jimmy didn't practice today. Today's Wednesday. Jimmy didn't practice today. We don't know who took the first team reps unless she was at practice. So I'm assuming Brian Hoyer took the first team reps because he looked better, right? You got to go with the veteran. To me, you have to go with the veteran, Raider Nation. I'm telling you, think about it. We got to go with the vet. And if the vet lets you down, then you go with the rook for the rest of the season. You don't turn back. You feel me? You don't want to go with the rook. He doesn't look good. He loses his confidence. You take him out and you put in somebody else, and you can't go back to the rookie. He lost his confidence. I don't want that to happen to O'Connell. I want these veterans to go out and do their fucking job. And if they can't do their job, then we go to the rookie for the rest of the season, see what he got. And if he ain't got it, then we in on the Bo Nix sweepstakes. We in on the fucking Caleb Williams sweepstakes. It's a lot of good young weapons coming out, man. A lot of good weapons coming out, Raider Nation. But yeah, man, that's what I got for today. We gonna check back in with me, y'all. I got the fucking, you know what? I got the fucking, y'all give me the 200 subs, y'all. I'm trying to get the 200 subs, man. I got some giveaways coming up, man. I got some jerseys I'm finna be giving away, man. But yo, I'm trying to get to 200 subs, man. Help your boy out, man. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. You know you're gonna get the real talk, man. The real shit here. Real honest Raider gang talk, man. We ain't playing none of them politics, none of that bullshit, man. We're gonna keep it 100% pure, raw, like that cocaine that you saw when you was kid, when you was with your mom and them. That's what we're doing over here, man. So Raider Gang TV, like, subscribe, holla at your boy the sports, man. Make sure y'all follow, like, make sure you follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram, man. Holla at me, man. Let's talk. Let's chop it up, man. Raider motherfucking nation. Bitch. West motherfucking side, baby.